All right, we gotta make a phone call. So, this is local. Can I speak to Haley Mama? Hey, listen. Look, you ain't got to overnight it. You ain't got to do none of that stuff. Just meet us on up there, Western Hill Mall.
Western Hill Mall, that's good.
Honey, you know what this is, girl. I know you scared me too, girl. So meet us on up there, and you can give us the bracelet, and we'll give it on to them.
Tell her we'll meet Jacob at the state line.
Bye. Honey, she just threw it to me, y'all. So we got it. Here we come, Jacob. $800. Don't worry about it. All right, here we go.
You keep it on count.
Yep. Yeah. LY. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Kourtney, and this is my husband.
E-Dub.
Pop lock.
E-Dub, y'all. E-Dub. Eddie. Whatever y'all want it. No, I ain't gonna say that. Y'all be calling me some bad names sometimes. But.
All right, you guys. So if this is your first time joining this channel, let me tell you what we're all about. We're about Kourtney and Eddie. We do relationship topics, reviews. Be on point. You gotta be ready. And right now we're doing Married at First Sight.
Why she think she's my boss, man?
So if this is your first time joining, you hadn't joined the family yet, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're watching us on YouTube. And if you're watching us via Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow, okay? And once again, you guys, I always love the co-ed family because you know what family do? They're going to call you out in the nicest and sweetest way. So I appreciate the young lady that said, Kourtney, next time, girl, I see your lashes. They was just, flapping in the wind. So make sure you put some hair glue on it, which I'm not going to do that. I'm just not. Yeah, because I just do this on Wednesday night for you guys. So, yeah. But I did get some better lashes, so hopefully these work. But if not, don't look too hard.
Well, I'm not going to say all of the co-ed family be nice, nasty. Some of y'all can be nasty. Y'all be cutting each other off. You been abused.
Them ain't family. Them outside the family.
They be coming.
They ain't family.
They ain't got no life.
They ain't the subscribers, babe, son. The subscribers, we family. We gonna tell each other the truth and love.
They probably is one of the subscribers. You know how some people subscribe just to hate on other people?
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah, they can do that.
All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it now that the church announcements are out there, okay?
Amen. So, the church say amen.
Amen. And pay your tithes and offering. Send it on over here. Just playing. All right, you guys. So,
I ain't playing.
yeah, tonight was a little boring. Eddie went to sleep on it.
Yeah, did I say the Chris thing?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What was it missing?
I know it's going to be a very unpopular opinion, and I understand why, but hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. Chris and Paige brought the fire. Yeah, I know y'all didn't like them. I didn't like them. I didn't like Paige, but guess what? It was good TV.
It was good TV.
It was good TV. Tonight, I struggled. I ain't going to lie. I struggled tonight.
Yep. All we had was Haley and Jacob board.
Yeah, it was a struggle tonight, man. They got
on bracelet.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. Won't be before you long, but you know how that goes. So all right. Eric brought Virginia to his childhood home. And basically, just showing him how he grew up, and I think he was into sports and stuff, baseball or something like that. So they was having conversation, going over everything, and then I think he was doing something about the military or something.
No, he was showing her his ribbons. I didn't know he did comeback mission, so more respect for Eric for that. But yeah, he was just showing his comeback ribbons and whatnot. We all get them. Some get more than others. But
what year was it?
Top secret. Can't tell you what kind of ribbons I got.
I said, what they at?
Don't worry about it. Put it away. Put me on blast, man. They gonna try to
come. Ribbons.
Yeah, I do got ribbons. I'm gonna try to come get me back. Say, we need you, Mr. Williams. We need you to come save the military.
They ain't finna do that. So Virginia starts to cry, and she feels like that Eric has not made an effort to contact her family. She's been talking to his mom and his, I guess sister-in-law or whatever, and he hasn't made, effort to try to talk to her family, reach out to her family, which I can understand her point on that, you know what I'm saying? But I guess I would have understood it more so maybe on decision day, you know what I'm saying, when they decide that they're going to move forward until, you know. So Eric's excuse was, you know, he's trying to focus on the marriage, trying to focus on where they are, so he hadn't had a chance to, you know, which she had a chance, but you didn't.
Well, the way I look at it, you know, if you really want to get to know somebody, you're going to make time one way or the other.
Yeah, you made that clear when we first started dating.
Call my mama. I don't care. You got to call her and say, hey, call mama.
I didn't say that.
I said that to you.
I know, but I wasn't talking about that.
Oh.
Anyway, so let's move on to
Here go my face.
Yeah. I was just talking about when we was dating. I wasn't talking about nobody else. I was talking about when we first started dating, when you tried to ask me, you know, you was asking me out, and it's like every day that you were saying I had something to do, and you was like, well, a person will make time for what you really want. So I had to make time during the week because my weekends was like booked, you know, doing stuff.
Actually, you want me to be honest with you? That was my old player line. I used to tell all the women that, hey, now you're playing.
So Vince and Bree are Vince is going to where Bree is, and she's actually doing some tap dancing and stuff. So she used to dance when she was younger. She said that she kind of wished that she kind of, you know, moved in that direction, but she didn't. She started focusing more on money versus actually dancing because, you know, engineers make more money than, you know, but I guess it depends on how far you go in dancing.
You know what she remind me of in the reverse?
What?
Our two.
What?
Our two kids.
Oh, what you mean?
Instead of going for the money, they go for their talent. You know what I'm saying? Bree had talent in tap dancing and dancing, but she said, no, I want to go with make the money.
Gotcha.
Some people, some kids, they get so artistic. You know, they just want to follow their gifts instead of going out there and making the money.
Well, the youngest one going out there making the money.
Yeah, that's one.
So she also made a point to say that, you know, dancing kind of helped her to be more confident because her being a darker skin, I said, ooh, bless her heart. Her being a darker skin, you know, she wasn't secure in her skin. You know, I think she said something about, I don't know if she was treated different or people made fun of her being a darker skin. Yeah. But she was very insecure. And so dance helped her to build that confidence.
So she had to deal with colorism when she was young.
Yeah, which a lot of darker skinned people did.
Man, we have a twisted, warped mind as a people that think because you have darker skin, it's bad.
But it was embedded in us.
I know it was, but we got to break out of that. Okay, got to break out of that.
So let's move on to
that was our Saturday morning special message for you people.
So let's move on to Ryan and Clara. So Ryan goes to Clara's mom's house.
I thought they met at a restaurant at first.
We haven't got to that part.
Oh.
We were sleepy. So they was going to okay, so you're right, baby. I do apologize.
Ooh,
I'm sorry.
I knew I was right, y'all. I sure enough did.
So Ryan met Clara's mom at the restaurant. Thank you.
Who was
My
right?
apologies.
Who was right?
You was right.
I was right. I don't hear that often, but I take it when I can.
Because you won't be that right often. So, and they started talking about, you know, raising children and I guess Ryan got the answer that he needed, you know, because he was saying, well, you know, Clara wasn't, you know, she said that, you know, about church and everything or whatever. And then Ryan's mom was like, well, you know, one thing about it, I think she said she didn't go to church before that, but she started to go to church when Clara was like 5 months old because she wanted her to be raised in church. You know, she wanted her to have that structure and that, you know, kind of background. So she was like, well, don't, you know, Clara may be saying that now, but, you know, things have probably changed later on down the road.
Yeah. And, you know, sometimes after you have I don't know, I'm not a woman, but I guess sometimes when women have a baby, they get a different mindset after they have the baby. I guess it was
Not looking at the news today, honey. Some of them go worse.
Oh,
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's mindset don't change, but some of them do. So, Let's go on to what Eric called Virginia daddy because she was like, you ain't called my folks.
She guilt tripped him.
Yeah.
You know, the guilt trip. Yeah.
So he FaceTimed his father-in-law, and he was saying that Virginia, one thing about Virginia, she don't trust easy, so kind of give her some time, and you know, once she begins to, you know, develop trust, then, you know, she'll open up to you and everything. Just kind of giving him some pointers. So he was saying he did apologize for not, you know, contacting them sooner. So he was like, you don't have to apologize to us, you know, you don't need no apology. And he was saying that, you know, one thing, he's just trying to be a good husband, just trying to build a good marriage. And her father said, you know, well, marriage is different with every, you know, relationship. Like, you know, marriage is going to be different. So you can't pattern yourself off. And I think Eric may be patterning himself off of his parents, but you can't pattern yourself off of somebody else's marriage. And we just talked about this earlier today. So, you know,
we had a little discussion today about that.
Yeah.
You know, we can't base off our marriage off other people. You know, everybody have a different kind of dynamic they bring to their marriages.
Right.
And, you know, everybody's marriage is going to be different. Everybody got to understand. Because I was like Eric, too. I was trying to base my marriage off my parents. You know what I'm saying? But that was a different time back then. And now more women want to be independent. They want to work. And, you know, so, you know, you just got to adapt.
Yep. So let's move on to Jacob and Haley. They doing the batting. Was it batting?
Yeah.
Hitting the ball, whatever.
Hitting the ball, boy. No, you don't want to.
So,
Back cage.
Okay, that's what it was. So Jacob actually sucked at it, you know, and Haley was gloating in it.
Jacob sucked. Okay, he sucked at baseball.
Out there with his dress shoes and his jeans on.
Maybe if he put them tennis shoes on, he'd probably hit some more balls.
Well, he wasn't moving, so he was standing still.
Man, it don't matter. So when you got, you know, back in the day when you got brand new tennis shoes, you thought you could run faster.
Yeah.
That's what. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I used to get a brand new shoe. Ooh, I can run fast. You run the same speed.
And so Haley ended up winning. But one thing that she did say, she brought her pictures out when she was younger and stuff like that, and she was saying,
she used to play softball.
Yeah, she used to play it. And then also that she was stubborn when she was like 4. She didn't want to get in the pool. She didn't want to do this. And so he was like, well, that's pretty much how you are today. So it kind of, you know, makes sense. You know, you're stubborn.
She was a 4-year-old diva.
Yeah.
How can you be a diva at 4 years old?
And it's like she almost like she got offended by that.
Yeah, but she was a diva.
So Dr. Pepper comes in and visit Bree and Vince. Now Dr. Pepper got to be the little 2 ounce.
Yeah.
Because she is short.
Dr. Pep. That's what I call her.
Dr. Pep. She is like a little bit of 2 ounce.
Dr. Pep.
So she wanted to sit down and talk to them. So she's basically making her rounds to all the couples just to find out everything that we discussed. Did y'all come back to each other and discuss it and work it out and talk it out? So she said, I hope you work through your unanswered questions. And so let's talk about the sleep, you know, sleeping late. So, you know, how do y'all talk about that? And she was like, well, if he would put that phone down and go to bed.
Let me make a Bree look bad like that. She ain't say it like that.
That's basically what she was saying.
She ain't say it like you saying rolling the neck.
Well, no, she didn't, but I'm just saying that's what she really wanted to say. If he had put that phone down, but sometimes a person has to take a minute to let them wind down, then they go to sleep. But she was like, he'd be on the phone 30 minutes to an hour. And, you know, if he just worked, he could be just catching up on whatever.
And so, looking at emails and stuff.
Yeah, and so she was like, so, you know, he can save an hour's sleep, and then she wants to eat breakfast together. So, you know, that's why she wants him to get up. So, you know, I'm like, Bree, you got to compromise on that girl. Let that go.
No, I don't think the breakfast thing, I think that's kind of a weak excuse she put out there. I really think she think he's lazy. He like to sleep in. She just didn't want to say it. That's what I'm thinking.
You think so?
Yeah, she's using that breakfast as an excuse to say, I just want to eat breakfast together. No, you really think this dude is lazy and he gonna sleep in all day, and you don't want him to get set in that habit. You trying to break that habit. That's what I'm thinking.
And she said, well, no, I don't think, you know, because Dr. Pepper did say, you know, well, he thinks that you think I'm lazy. But she was like, no, I don't think he's lazy.
And you think she going to say something about him being lazy right in front of him. You know how he is. She'll say, "Oh yeah, I think he's lazy." He gave her that look and went crazy on her.
Well, look, when they were talking about adopting that child and stuff, so, you know, of course they talked about, you know, if she couldn't have children, you know, they adopt. And so he was like, I don't have to think about that. But he started looking crazy when he was talking about that. Anytime Vince is looking crazy, when it's something that he don't agree with, he be looking crazy.
I just don't see what's the rush of having kids. I just don't get it.
So let's move on to Virginia. You playing basketball. You said she got some little skills.
Virginia got some skills, man. I said, man, she might could take me one-on-one, man. When I saw her put the ball between her legs, drove the ball between her legs, I was like, okay, she got some skills. And to find out, she used to play basketball.
Yeah. So they went over her, you know, pictures and everything. And she was saying her senior year, I think her senior year of high school, that, you know, her and her parents were not there to some...
Senior night.
Yeah. And so her siblings came. So, you know, she was kind of hurt by that. And
I can see how that can traumatize a child. Your senior night is your big night and your parents not there. You know, it's like going to your graduation. Senior night in sports is a big thing.
Yeah.
So
she did make the reference to, I think Eric made the reference to, he said, I know you don't need me, but, you know, I forgot how he made the reference to it, but she said, yeah, you know.
He said, I know you don't need me, but sometimes it's good to be needed.
Right.
So everybody needs to be needed, something like that. And she said, well, what about if I don't need you, but I want you? I thought, okay, that's a pretty good comeback. Virginia.
What y'all think about that? So I said, well, you know, for me, what if I tell you that I do need you in my life? I do need you to, you know, be my support system. I need you to do this. I need you to do that.
I'd rather throw somebody that want me. That's just me.
I understand, like,
I want you to want me. Want me, child. Want me.
I understand what people were saying. Yeah, I don't want you to need me, because you may think I need you to pay the bills. I need you to wash clothes. I need you to do this.
I get a little fun. I look at your side eye. What you need me for? Also, when you get your little money, get your little $40, you're gonna kick me to the curb.
All right, so let's move on to Haley and Jacob. And so they are putt-putting. So this is Jacob's thing. Jacob seems to be good at it, and so now he beating Haley. And he made some little things. You know, y'all know Jacob is so corny, but everybody's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I know my husband is not for everybody. And a lot of women could not take him.
Ooh, no, y'all.
And so yeah, I think that is that hey, because sometimes, honey, I want to pop him upside the head myself. So you know,
bruise me.
So yeah, everybody's not for everybody, and I think that Jacob just sense of humor. Haley just cannot vibe with that, and so he has his little corniness. And so yeah, he was like, "I'm gonna take names. You gonna be Eagle, and I'm gonna be Dragon."
She's gonna be Dragon. He's gonna be Eagle.
Yeah.
But he took that game serious, boy.
Yeah, he did.
Or you double tap.
And I think that's just his funniness, but everybody's not gonna get that sense of humor.
No, he took that game serious, boy. Like
so,
he was Tiger Woods.
He was talking about this. So he pulled out pictures from his childhood and everything. And so he pulled out them pictures where he was at the company picnic. Yeah. I was like, dog, he muscle bound.
Yeah,
it's like everything just muscle bound.
He's a big dude.
And so she was like, so you wore that to the, you know, he's like, yeah, you know, we.
But like, that's what I'm saying. IT, they just like, they just got different mindsets when it comes to dressing and work environment.
So let's move on to now. Ryan goes to Clara home. This is the part. So
what part is this?
The part that I had said it was the part.
Who's right?
You was right, child. You was right. I have no problem telling you when you right. You right. I am not like that.
It took you a while to get that way. I told you not to do that. I ain't gonna tell you he right. But
I don't think I ever said that.
Yeah. Amnesia.
I done said that.
Yeah. If the amnesia was in the Wikipedia right now, they had your picture right there. So, because you showed.
So Ryan goes to Clara home, and she was showing him around her home, you know, her prom dresses or whatever dresses she still got at her house and everything. And so the question was asked, what are some things that she couldn't do? And Clara was saying that one time she got in trouble for listening to her mama found out that she was listening to Usher's song Confession. It's not I Got a Confession. It's called Confession.
Did we not sing this song once before?
You did.
Yeah.
Confession.
Yeah. I got a baby on the way.
It's not I Got a Confession.
It's
Confessions.
That's my version. I got a confession.
That was spitting, man. So anyway, yeah. So she was like, "I was in my feelings. You took that from me, and everything." So yeah, you just chuckling over.
Yeah, cause she's in Take Her From, and you broke the CD. See?
And she said, "You can't listen to this. You can't be listening to this."
See, that's one thing about streaming music. Your mom, your parents can't break it. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you had it on a disc and come in your room, break it, or take the cassette and pull the tape out.
Oh, yeah.
With streaming, you can't do that now.
So, one thing Clara mama said that she is excited now to, Clara to have her husband there and they're all eating together and stuff. So it's just, it's a good moment for her. So let's move on to Jacob and Haley having to write their letters to their younger self, honey.
This
is when it all went left. So I don't even know what either one of them said, to be honest. But once they wrote it and stuff, so I think Haley was expecting Jacob to say something, and Jacob don't say nothing. Sometimes he had these blank moments, he not giving her much feedback. But anyway, he did say something about that doggone bracelet, honey.
What bracelet?
That doggone bracelet. Was that $800 bracelet.
$800.
I was like, Jacob.
800, you ain't know the one. Okay, I got a confession. Now I'll complain about the $100 first date deal.
Oh yeah.
And this dude spent $800. He ain't met the one yet.
Yep.
Bro, you got me beat.
I was like, ooh, that's the intro, honey. Imagine what the rest of it would have been like.
Ooh,
but Haley couldn't stick it out, honey.
$800?
So yeah, the question was asked, what would you say the day before you got married? And he said she said, something. But he said that he wouldn't have got that bracelet.
Yeah, we got it back. I took it back.
And so they found out that the bracelet in Alabama with her folks. So, she said that, she...
Haley, you a home girl. Can't make Alabama people look bad.
I know, man. That's right, honey.
You can't be doing that, man.
Acting like you just got the man bracelet and tossed it to the side. You need to be grateful.
Send it to Alabama.
Yeah.
Man, you send it to your mama. Come on now.
So she said, okay, petty. Let me up my petty, honey. So where is my hat that I gave you? The roll tide hat. And he was like, okay, $800 bracelet, $20 hat.
And it's an Alabama hat. It's worth less than $20.
No, it ain't.
Yeah.
No, it ain't. Roll tide.
War Eagle.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper Dr. Pepper, honey, 2 ounce. So,
Dr. Pep. Which one y'all figure? Which one y'all like? Dr. Pep or Dr. Pepper 2 ounce? Put in the comment.
They gonna say, just call Lay by her name.
Y'all always trying to be funny. Be serious sometime. Go to another channel.
We won't do that over here. All right, so Ryan and Clara are talking about the unanswered questions. So Dr. Pepper there, 2 ounce. And so she there, and she up there talking. And when she sit down, her legs and her feet just go straight. You know how a person, when they sit down, they have I was just watching her in the chair, and it's just like she can almost dangle her little feet. She's so short. But she be coming with them 5 questions. Dr. Pepper, you can't play with her. You know how they be saying short people.
I'm trying to smooth over that bad joke you just said. Try to smooth over that bad joke.
It didn't come out right. Anyway, he's trying to call me out. How does the question was, how does Clara feel about you withholding intercourse?
Ooh, you should
that
saw
music and that face.
He always did Miss Wonderful.
He was like smiling at first.
Yeah, that smile went away. Oh yeah. He knew that question was going to come up sooner or later.
He didn't know Clara was going out there telling their business.
No, that's true. That is true.
What did he say, baby?
I don't know.
It's like they smoothed over the question.
Yeah,
like,
he didn't really answer the question.
Yeah.
He gave one of those politician questions, man. Answers, man. I'm sorry, he gave one of the politician answers. He danced all around that question, so I don't know what he said.
Dr. Pepper also said that one thing she said, I understand. She said, I would understand if you guys were a dating couple, but you're married.
We all said that.
She said you're married. So she wanted to make that clear. And so we're talking about, Clara feeling like, when he gonna say the word love.
In a way, I was kind of disappointed in Clara too.
Why?
Because she had the opportunity to confront Ryan like she did.
And she backpedaled.
Yeah, she backpedaled. You know how she went to the girls. She made that immersive meeting with the girls. She went all deep into Ryan with the girls. Now this was her opportunity to just come with it. Just come at Ryan right there in front of Dr. Pep 2 ounce. And she didn't do it.
Yeah.
And she started backpedaling. So I said, well, if you're not going to confront this guy about it, don't complain about it.
Yeah, because when Dr. Pepper kind of said something, she was like shocked. She was like, oh. And so now she up there backpedaling and saying, well, really it was like, I was like, okay, Claire, all right. You up there, everybody talk about, when you don't mind sharing your feelings and telling, how you feel, but then in the moment,
you want to backpedal and I guess I got what I wish for. And okay.
Right, exactly. That's what she said. So, the question was asked too about Ryan and the word love, and so he was like, she said, well, I know you said that you don't want to like wear it out. It could become like you just saying it and not, having feeling behind it. But she made the statement like, I tell my children that, get off the phone with my husband, I love you because. That
could be the last thing you say.
Yeah, that she want that to be the last thing you say, just in case anything happens.
But I still don't think Ryan was buying that.
Oh, no.
Ryan gonna stick to his gun. He gonna say, "I love you" when he feels like it.
Yeah. All right. So.
You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna be like 100 years old, and Ryan's gonna be on deathbed. Claire, I want to tell you something. I love.
Well, I'm glad you said that because Claire was like, she cannot be in a marriage, in her confession. She can't be in a marriage where a man can't say I love you.
She ain't going nowhere. She's going to be in that marriage for all the rest of her life.
So let's move on to Vince in the Dominican restaurant. So he's now showing Bree his background, what he kind of came from, his upbringing. And so he also said that, in the DR that they didn't have like middle class. They either had, poor or I guess rich or,
this is where the economy is over there. No in between.
And growing up, he really felt by himself. And so he didn't have that father figure like he wanted, which in turns makes sense why Vince wants to have children. But he definitely needs to wait, you know what I'm saying? And for him and Bree to build a more stable marriage instead of just, but I do understand him wanting to have children or wanting to have that family. And he did express that. So, Bree still to me is a little afraid, if she's not able to.
Yeah, she had high blood pressure. You gotta look at, a lot of events I had to really take that in consideration. How much if you love your wife like you say you do, you gonna be more concerned about her health than anything else.
Yep.
No, you don't want to put your wife at risk just to fulfill your needs.
All right, so this part where you wouldn't sleep on, but Virginia was making drinks for her sister-in-law. She was making drinks.
Shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she, she was making for her sister-in-law, which found out that is her brother. That is
Eric brother's wife.
Right.
Eric brother. It's Eric brother's wife. Get it right there.
I was trying to. What you talking about?
Hey, you ain't move fast enough for the people in the comments.
Anyway,
they want to pat.
So, him and his brother, she said that one thing about that him and her husband and Eric, they pretty much the same, and they'll shut down when it comes to their feelings and won't always express their feelings. So let me tell you, I was here for this sister-in-law, honey, because she was here to tell the truth.
She was.
All of her eye bucking and everything, she just could
it.
not believe that some of that stuff was coming out that girl's mouth. And so she was. I had to wake Eddie up.
No.
And you had to rewind it because on that part you went to sleep. Like, what she say? I was like, was you sleep?
had a massage on my back, like. My back still giving me problems, man. I gotta get that thing massaged.
So anyway, the question, she said, what will be your biggest obstacle in the future? That was what the sister, of course, production probably asked all that. And so she said, her not being able to really go out with her friends and stuff. She said, I know that, Eric travels and sometimes he's gone, a couple of days. She said, that. But, even in that, she still want to be able to spend time with her friends and, even with her guy friends. And the sister-in-law said, well, I can see why Eric can be a little insecure, especially if you're spending time with your guy friends like that.
Now, I know a lot of people don't like Eric, but I'm with Eric on this one here, man. I knew. I'm sorry. That's a big no for me.
Virginia said, I see, but, one thing about me, I'm a trusting person.
Care.
Like, she said, you can trust me.
And it's sometimes it's not about the woman, it's about the guys around the woman. And
so the sister-in-law, I forgot her name, but anyway, she was talking to her. She was like, she really don't see that that's going to be a problem. And, she said that, one thing about Eric, she needs to realize, you can't put your friends above your spouse, and that's going to be like a ride or die, like, but she don't see that.
We had the same talk today, did we not?
Yeah.
Your spouse and your friends. It's got to be a balance there. I'm just saying with Virginia, she got to understand that.
Right.
I know she known her friends way longer than she known Eric. But guess what? When she took those vows, that moved Eric to number one. Mm-hmm. After God, of course. And her friends come secondary.
Right.
And she seemed like she don't understand that. She still had that single life mindset. And she's going to have to get it right. If not, it's not going to work.
So Dr. Pepper goes over to see Haley and Jacob. And of course they had this awkward, thing about this bracelet and stuff. So they just sitting there looking at each other.
I swear like they were sitting in a doctor's office somewhere.
Right, and they didn't know each other. Yeah. So Haley started yawning. So thank God Dr. Pepper came on in, honey, because if not, it was going to just really be, somebody was going to take a nap. Oh, 2 ounce. Yeah, 2 ounce. She said, she had told Jacob, I see the sad face. I see your sad face. And he was like, oh, really? He was like, oh, I didn't know I was, making a sad face. But then, sometimes I'm not one to hide my feelings or my emotions. So you can see it on my face.
Yeah, 2 ounce. She read that room as soon as she walked in.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, she knew something was going on.
Haley asked the question, why does Jacob dress the way he does, especially like when they're
that did not make no sense to me, man.
Yeah,
that's real picky right there.
She said, I know it sounds surface, but it's really not. It kind of goes.
It is surface, man. That's surface, man.
I was like, did we skip some? Who asking questions? Was it bad editing or what?
I will hope so. The man showed up in some boots and jeans at a batting cage, which it's odd, but okay, it's not like he's gonna run around bases and nothing like that. Now, if he's running around doing stuff like that, tennis shoes would be, preferred, but but to me, that's real picky.
It was. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, but when she said, I know it sounds surface, but does she mean that he's just acting like an old man, or and there is an age difference, so
if that's the case, just say it. Don't beat around the bush and talking about tennis shoes and boots.
So Dr. Pepper's, of course, we're talking about the bracelet, 2 ounce. Talking about the bracelet, and she said that it sounds like Jacob is hurt by that, that you never even tried to get the bracelet even in your in your atmosphere. Like, you should have it with you. You should have it with you.
Sit on the dresser somewhere, at least right there with you, and I'm with Jacob on this right here, man. If I go out my way to buy you something, you just basically toss it to the side. Yeah. Especially if I put some thought into it. Yeah, I'll be kind of disappointed too.
And 2 ounce said, I don't see a lot of empathy from you. And she said, one thing, you need to take some responsibility that,
she ain't.
His feelings hurt. So,
it is.
Anyway. So, yeah. So
guess what she did?
What she did?
Well, you about to get to it?
No, that's at the end.
Oh.
And so, she didn't really take no accountability for that. She still don't see a problem with it. So she was like, it's, at the house. It's in Alabama. So, what you want to do? So,
Call us. We go down and pick it up.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah. Now, don't get us wrong now. Between here and Georgia, we might make a stop to a pawn shop and swap out some cheap. So don't get mad.
Okay, so Dr. Pepper is sitting down with Eric and Virginia. And she said, did y'all talk about the deeper things? And Eric started talking to Dr. Pepper. And Dr. Pepper looked and like, whatever. It was her facial expression. But when she said in her confession, she was like, one thing about this couple, they need to come on, be honest.
But she said she liked Eric.
Yeah, she did like them, but they have a lot of fluff. You know what I'm saying? They sweeping a lot of stuff under the rug instead of getting to the actual facts of a thing. So she gave them an assignment. It seemed like she gave a lot of couples an assignment, some things that they need to work on. And so after she left, they started getting into a conversation about what marriage really looks like.
Hold on. After she left, Eric and Virginia all lovey-dovey happy. He picked her up from behind.
Yeah, he did.
Woo! Then I was like, man, it was like a 180, like 5 minutes later, man. But go ahead.
Yeah, and then, they started talking about what marriage really looks like. And so in Virginia eyes, marriage looked like, I'm just saying to her going out and partying, doing what she want to do.
That's why she kept reiterating that we can make marriage look the way we want to look at it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If we can make our marriage look, the way we want to make it fit us.
Yep.
Because, like you said, she still want to have that single life on the side and be married. That's the reason why she kept saying that.
Yeah. And Eric was like, well, there's some things, like he told Dr. Pepper, there's some things that I'm not going to, it can look like, but then you have standards. Like, nobody's going to cheat. You're not going to commit adultery. You're not going to be, So when they was talking about that, he was like, again, there are certain standards that comes in with marriage. Like, he was like, and even the fact of you sleeping over a friend's house, when I'm not there,
right.
And so she was like, so you're saying I cannot sleep over a friend if I was to have too much to drink and it was thunderstorming, you would have a problem. He was like, now you reaching. Like, that's you adding all this other stuff.
Yeah, she could have called an Uber. She can call an Uber, come pick her up, take her home.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The reason why Eric said, well, I got standards like no infidelity, that was a shot at Helena to put that seed in her head. Virginia put that seed in her head saying, I really take cheating serious.
Right.
So keep that in mind when you're out there doing what you're doing.
Right.
And when Helena came back with all those scenarios and theories and X-Files and stuff like that about sleeping and drinking and storming, come on, man.
I know.
Come on, dude. Call you Uber, get some Pepto-Bismol, put a lemon in your mouth, get home, get into bed.
Pepto-Bismol and lemon in your mouth.
I don't know, I'm making something up. Don't try it at home, y'all.
A concoction to get you the sober. So yeah, they start having that, and
Yeah.
What's Eric's favorite word? Y'all already know. What is it, baby? I'm over it. I'm over it. That's what he's saying.
That's what his sister-in-law was telling her. He's shutting down.
Yeah, he's shutting down. Yeah. So, Clara and Ryan has their assignment to do, and they got to go and write a letter to their younger self.
Clara's letter was lit.
Yeah,
it was emotional. And I could tell she was about to cry.
Oh, yeah.
She poured it all out in that letter.
But she did say before she wrote the letter that, ever since Dr. Pepper left, things have been kind of a little awkward. So maybe it's just awkward for her, but it is, she's feeling the weirdness and the awkwardness. So yeah, she did pour out the letter, about.
Pour out the letter?
She did pour out her soul on the letter. Okay, you want me to be correct.
Yeah, like you trying to pour it out 40 ounces for the homies that ain't here.
So she did say, something about, it's okay, you will be loved.
You know she kept putting that word love in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And you are enough. So she basically was writing her feelings, but more so of where she stands today.
I know Ryan probably caught on to it, but he didn't. He's a methodical thinker. He probably said, okay, I see what she's doing here.
Yeah. And so he was like, for him, I wouldn't change a thing.
Ooh, that was a gut punch right there.
I was like, that is so shady. You are perfect, man. I wouldn't change a thing. You've been doing good. Keep doing you.
Keep it 100.
Don't let nobody rush you into doing something. It was like it was like they had a big argument, and now they trying to kind of put their younger self in that moment.
Try. It's you gotta read between the lines, like a little veil argument there. They debate against one another, but through the letter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, keep it real, man. Don't change for nobody, for nothing.
Yeah. That's basically what he was saying.
And Claire kind of picked up on that too.
So of course it was awkward after that, and she was like, well, okay, it was good, So yeah. Oh, goodness. So let's move on to this FaceTime with Haley and her mama. So mama done got up in the business and was like, that's tacky, honey. He want to get that bracelet, honey. I'll UPS it to him. I'll FedEx it to him, honey. I'll meet you somewhere and get the thing.
She said she'll drive to Georgia, right?
She said,
I drive to Atlanta to
get
you.
If I got to drive to Atlanta,
Save that gas money. We'll meet you somewhere in Tuscaloosa.
At West Hill Mall. We just said West Hill Mall. And if y'all in Alabama, y'all already know what West Hill Mall is.
Then we'll tell Jacob with me at the state line, because we got to get some lottery tickets. And we'll give it to them then. Well, like I said, on the way there, might have to make a stop to a pawn shop. And now, Jacob, when you get it, it might not be the same.
$800, baby. $800. We're going to get some gas money off of that. So, yeah, I just didn't think the fact that her mom was butting in her business and taking Haley's side. I ain't like that at all.
I think she do that all.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Haley coming there with some sob story, and always she want her mama to take her side. Right. So yeah, that's why she called her. Especially when Dr. Pepper called her out, she had to get somebody to get on her side. So yeah, I didn't like that at all. And her mom should have said, well, I can understand, or she shouldn't have said that's tacky.
Yeah. You guys, Haley's a grown woman, and her mom saying that, like I said, butting in, and then he always bring up the price about it, and the way Haley said something about the price, like $800 ain't nothing to her.
Yeah.
But guess what? At the pawn shop.
And then too, she said, and then he put the hat in here. That hat I had gave him, he put it in here on the dresser.
You know what Haley said? I'm not gonna when I get the bracelet back, I'm not gonna put it on the dresser, I'm gonna hand it to him.
Oh, that's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said. I think, okay, they up in the pettiness now.
Yeah, closer to decision day. But next week seems like it's going to be good. They're going to be going out, and that's good. We can kind of see them out in their element. And so, anyway. But yeah, I ain't lying, honey. This show ain't...
Chris, where you at, bro?
It ain't that good without...
Chris?
Them two.
Paige, what you doing, Paige?
It's like this. If they would have started out with just them, without Chris and Paige or no drama, we would have been fine. But y'all insert the drama.
Now y'all take the drama away from us.
Now it's like, okay.
We're addicted to the drama.
Yeah. It's like it's boring. But on that note, you guys, that's all we got. We appreciate you so much. So if you got to the end, you the MVP, baby. You the MVP. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. That's all I got. What about you, baby?
That's it.
All right, you guys. We will see you guys on the next video. Deuces. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you. Deuces.